Happy early Halloween, hello and goodbye October. The month went by in a flash. I have a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna try and do it as quick as I can. It's gonna take a while though. My video for this month is a game quickie, Halloween themed game quickie for a game called Tecmo's Deception on PlayStation 1. I haven't seen a lot about this online. It's a very unique, weird game. I'm not gonna start talking about it because then I'll just talk about it. Just, you can watch the video. It's up on Retroware, hopefully right now. The day I'm recording this is it's not even Halloween, and it's not the day that Retroware got it up yet, so I'll have to keep you updated on that. It's in the links, it should be in the links, it should be up. I'm doing this early, and I'll explain why I'm doing it early in a little bit. This month, I released a preview for a show that is going to be called The Real Game Chasers. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. It's gonna be a spoof, or it's a parody on the Game Chasers. They were nice enough to let us do that. They're not officially on Retroware anymore, but they're still Retroware family, so they were cool enough to let us do that. Basically what happened was last year, it was me, Lance, Dan, and Norm. You know these guys, I don't have to explain it. And we all just were hanging out and we said, oh, let's do a Game Chaser spoof. So we recorded a whole bunch of stuff. Let's turn it into something. It's taken a really long time to get it all together, but it's finally kind of starting to come together. At the end of the preview, you'll see it says sometime in 2015, question mark. And that's because we don't know if it'll be out by the end of this year. It's kind of a big collaborative process. So those kinds of things take time. So have a look if you haven't already looked at that. Also out this month, the video game years through 1989 Part 1 are up now. All that stuff's in the links. Okay, a lot of stuff this month. Beginning of this month, went to Connecticut. Ito, John D, you know, guys that you saw in the trailer. Dan from Pixels to Plastic. Norm, the gaming historian. Epic James from Epic Game Music was there. Banjo guy Ollie came from Ireland. That was amazing. I can't believe he'd come that far. But it's very cool to get to meet more people on Retroware. That's a long trip. That's an expensive trip, I guarantee it. But really cool to meet him, hang out with all the guys. Just getting to hang out with those guys again was a lot of fun. I don't want to talk about the trip too much because just like last year when we did, well, we're doing it now, but the spoof of us, you know, whatever. I don't know if it'll be a spoof again, but we've got a lot of footage and stuff of goings on, things that happened when we were out there, so I figured it'd be cool to make a video of that maybe. We'll see how successful this first one is. If people like it, maybe I'll turn that into a video. If not, I'll just turn it into a little thing and say, hey, here's when our vacation was, and do a little video on my own. But yeah, anyway, I'll just not talk about that. Talk about it later. So Retro World Expo was thrown by Retroware, among others, and it was really, I mean, a great first show for, you know, this expo, first year of the expo. Really great turnout. Tons of people showed up. I got to see tons of people, meet tons of people. I'm gonna do a similar thing like I do with my MagFest videos. I like, you know, take a picture with people. Hey, do you mind if I put this in my update video? Huh, weird, all right. And that's how I just do it. So anyway, here's people that I saw that recognized me and said, hey, let's just take a picture, or can I take a picture with you or whatever. So I was like, take a picture with you, put it in the video. So at first, since I hadn't met him yet, Ollie, Banjo guy Ollie and his wife, so awesome to meet him. It was crazy that he came from Ireland. Really great meeting you, man. Totally cool dude. If you haven't checked his stuff, check it out in the links. Got to meet Evan and Kevin, that rhymes. I don't know. Got to meet Neil, met Tom. I'm looking through my notes here to put the name with the face. I'm gonna have to go back and figure this out, but met up with Drew. I got to meet Brian and Alyssa and talk to them for a bit. They were really cool. Brian was talking to me about, you know, experimental electronic music, so we just kind of geeked out on that for a while, so that was cool. I'm gonna say this wrong, and I hope I took it down right. Ihsan, I-H-S-A-N, I could be wrong, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. I don't remember names immediately. It's like, nice to meet you. I totally immediately forgot it. I'm just bad with names. I'm real bad with names, sorry. Met Adrian Gamer AD, also met up with Sammy, got to meet Tim, met Will, met Rizzo, I'm not sure how to say it. I dunced it, R-I-Z-O. Sorry if I'm duncing it, I'm sorry. I should put like the phonetics, how to like say it on here too. I got to meet a guy named Santos who came up right after the Retroware panel, and we talked forever. We were like on the stage, next people are setting up like, I gotta get off the stage. Talking about traveling and that kind of stuff. You know, he'd spent a lot of time traveling through Asia and stuff like that, telling me ways that you could travel through Asia. You know, I'm obviously interested in going to Japan and stuff, and he just taking a trip, showing me pictures and that kind of stuff. So that was really awesome. Awesome meeting you, man. Met up with Matt, also met Pete, and I believe Rody, R-O-D-I-E. Rody, I'm dunce. I'm sorry, I really need to like explain, because this has been a month now, so I can just see the names written down here, and I don't know how to pronounce them, I'm sorry. So, awesome meeting all of you guys. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. It's always surprising when people recognize me, and it's really cool to meet you guys, meet new people, so thank you for coming and saying hi. There's really so much more that I could say about this expo. Go next year. It was very successful. I think it's it's highly likely to pretty much guaranteed there's going to be another one. I don't want to say guaranteed just in case it isn't, but it's pretty much guaranteed that there's going to be another one bigger than the year before. Where it's going to be and when and how long and all that stuff, I have no idea, but I'll keep you guys posted. So hopefully next year, and definitely go check it out. It was a really big convention for our first convention, thousands of people at this thing, so very cool. Talk about it in a future video, hopefully. Let me know what you guys think about that trailer for the Game Chaser spoof. If you dig, if you don't dig, or whatever. It seems to be getting pretty positive reactions, so it's just a 2.5 minute trailer, so if you want to go peep it out, it's in the links, and let me know. Hopefully I can get some, maybe the first episode out this year. I'm thinking it'll be a couple episodes for that first one, a couple episodes for that first footage for last year, and probably a couple episodes for what I've recorded this year. So let me know, yay, nay, want to see another one. Obviously I have so many unfinished projects, but I'm really excited about an idea that I have to kick off a new series on my show, or on my channel, that I don't want to tell you what it is, but I'm hoping it'll kick off sometime early next year, and it'll be a totally different thing. But it'll be video games, and it'll be awesome if I can do what is in my mind, so we'll see if we can do that. I spent a lot of the month obviously working on my video. I had family come visit me, spent a lot of time doing various things, one of which was I got to go to an Autechre concert. If you don't know who Autechre is, if you know who Aphex Twin is, they're up on that tier. I mean, they're like right up there with Aphex Twin. So as far as in the small little world that is experimental electronic music, they are the top. They are huge in a very small, they're big fish in a little pond, we'll say that. Extremely experimental. I mean, they've been doing stuff since the 80s, and it's gotten progressively, I mean, they've always been ahead of their time, and it's gotten progressively further out there. So now in 2015, their music is like, what on earth is this? So as such, went to that concert. Great openers, got to see DJ Rob Hall, who's a DJ that's been going around with Autechre. Also got to see Cygnus, who I had never heard of before. His stuff is freaking wicked. Someone told me when I was going in there, they're like, this guy's like, Aphex Acid stuff. I'm like, I'm about it. It was wicked. Peep it. Autechre set, all the lights go out, pitch black, nothing, no trippy graphics or like someone showing off on, no, there was nothing. It was pitch black, which, you know what, there's enough going on with the music, you don't need anything else. You can just feel the music and you can hear the music and think about it and be like, I don't even know what's going on because it's so freaking insane. While we were there, I went with Brandon, coworker Brandon. We were listening to these people having conversations around us, and there was a group of people, and a girl in this group, her reaction kind of let us know that, yeah, she really did not plan on going to this. So I'm gonna play a little clip from you. I'm gonna have to beep it out, but her reaction was priceless.
I'm trying to be open-minded, but seriously, what the f is this?
So that made my night. That was the highlight of the night for me. Like during my favorite track that they played, by the way, which, I mean, if you've ever seen Autechre live, I think this was the first time they'd come to Denver since 97, 99, something like that, people were saying. So I was so excited when they were coming. Now Aphex Twin, hopefully someday Aphex Twin. Anyway, for those of you that don't care about music, I'm gonna talk about video games in a second, sorry. Not a single recognizable track. When they play live, they're just jamming, doing crazy electronic stuff. I mean, they're, it's not boring like, I don't know, like a jammy kind of thing, like just meandering, not good. It's really active and crazy stuff. You're going to lose your mind if you hear it, and I'll play some of it. There it is. They're not the type to play an encore. When it was done, and then that was that. Before I move into pickups, which there are a lot, what I've been playing this month, Yoshi's Woolly World, and that's one of the pickups, and Mario Maker. I don't think I talked about that last month. Awesome stuff. Also, I went to Vegas last month. I didn't talk about that either, but maybe I'll just talk about it later. I don't have much time, and I'll have to explain that in a second. First of all, pickups, Retro World Expo, I got to take one of the posters. Very cool. Awesome stuff. Have, of course, my badge from it. I gotta save it. Got Contra. Oh, wait, no. This isn't a game pickup, but it does look like one. This one is the Game Chasers DVD. Saw the Game Chasers when I was there. I know I could buy it online. I could have bought it by now, but I just knew I was gonna see these guys and I wanted to buy it from a person. It's gonna buy it from, they're like, dude, you're on this, so just here. And they gave it to me for free, because that's what kind of guys they are. So if you haven't checked out the Game Chasers, they're way more popular than me. You've probably seen them, but check out their stuff. I'm on this DVD as well. I know you should buy it because it's awesome, but I'm also on it. So I mean, if you're watching my channel and you don't know their stuff, keep out their stuff in the links. Okay, quick game pickups. Scribblenauts DS, out of focus. Quirk on Game Boy. It's a quirky little puzzle game and it's fun. Andrew introduced me to that. Andrew from the podcast, which by the way, I should have some time to work on some podcasts this month. Explain in a minute. I totally forgot the title of this and I can't read all the kanji and I can't make sense of it, but it's a kendo game done. I think Adino played this at some point, I don't remember. Famicom, another Famicom game, Warp Man. He looks like Bomberman. I don't know what's going on there. I want to play it. Famicom. Three Stooges on NES. The only reason I bought this is because Pat the NES punk loves this game, and I remember his review on it, and I was like, I should have that so I could at least play it. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it because it looks a little bit busted. I didn't look at it before I bought it, and now I'm busted. Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. I remember that there was a lot to do about this game back in, whatever, 2008 when it came out? Jeez. I just remember hearing that it got pretty good reviews or something like that, so I was like, I should probably pick it up. I never did. Now I did. Boom Blocks Bash Party. If you played Boom Blocks, the Steven Spielberg game, I think it is, it was a really fun game, and I was like, you know what, that would make a pretty fun party game, and I guess this got pretty good reviews, so even though it looks corny, and really it's not like something I'd ever buy, I think it might actually be good. We'll have to see. Might be a good party game, as the name would imply. Altered Beast, but on the Master System. I know I owned this game, but Batman Arkham Asylum, I loaned it to someone. I don't think I ever got it back, so I had to buy it again. The reason I'm playing that is because I got Batman whatchamacallit on PS4, and I'm like, I should go back and play the other ones. And I remember really liking that, but then you get to this part where it's like you go into the courtyard and the game opens up, and I'm like, I just don't want to play anymore. And it's a good game from what I could tell. I don't know why I wanted to stop. I don't know. And since I didn't enjoy the first one, I was like, yeah, I'll get Batman Arkham City. All right. Got Sakura Wars on Wii. I heard this was a good game. I think James, Epic James, told me? No, someone that was with us. I don't remember. Someone said it was good, so if they heard it was good. I shouldn't name out names if I don't know who said it. I don't remember. It's been a month now. I have been looking for this game forever. I have the second one. This is Kodorinpa Marble Mania. I have Kodorinpa 2. Can't remember, it's got some really long name. It's basically like the old, like, Labyrinth games. It's like the little wood thing. You got a marble in there and you gotta like get it through the maze or whatever. It's basically that kind of logic, but you're rolling a marble down stuff. And they're little cute animal marbles. It's adorable. Love this game. It's like my mom's favorite game. Like, I played it on Wii one time. She's like, the graphics are so good. And this was a few years ago. And I was like, there's totally more advanced graphics, but she just laughed. She's like, it just looks so pretty, you know? So play it with your family. It's a good family game. No reason to save this to last. I got the special edition Yoshi's Woolly World. Look at how adorable that amiibo is. I don't really collect amiibos. I have a few, but I had to have this one. Come on. This game, from what I've played so far, it's basically Yoshi's Story, and you know how much I love Yoshi's Story. This game is gonna keep me company for the coming weeks, and I'll explain that later. I know I keep it, I'm gonna tell you later. Super Famicom, Kawa no Nushi Tsuri? Yeah, Kawa no Nushi Tsuri 2. Sounds like 3 too, but whatever, read that there. Fishing RPG, serious. This is the kind of sense of humor that my buddies over at Retro Games Plus have. If you live in the Connecticut, well, if you live in the Connecticut area, if you live in Connecticut, check their stores out, very cool, priced well, awesome games, and a good sense of humor. It is an RPG that's about fishing. From there, I also bought Jump Ultimate Stars. I remember Justin talking about this series. It's basically like, well, I mean, it seems to be like a Smash Brothers using characters from manga. So this just looks really cool. There's tons and tons of characters. I can't wait to peep it. Dewey's Adventure on Wii. I remember in the early Wii days, this game got pretty decent reviews, and I meant to check it out and I never did, but this was the price was right. Like I said, portable games. I believe this is Kenka Bancho on PS2. I don't know if this is the same game or just one of the series, but we did get a domestic release on the PSP for one of the games in the series. It's called Kenka Bancho Badass Rumble or something like that. Just wanted to have it. Portable. Bo. Gather Experience Bobo? I don't know. This game looks crazy. It's a PS2 iToy game. Just look at what the heck is going on this. If you look at the front, there's like a fish man in a robe doing splits. I don't know what's going on. That just screams Eric needs this in his life, and now I got it. I don't know what it is. I haven't played it yet. I can't wait to play it. Castle Shikigami 2. I have 3 on Wii. This one's on PS2, and it's a bullet hellfire shooter, bullet hell shooter. Hellfire? Mina de Tomogachi World. It's gonna be Tomogachi World on Nintendo 64. Got some pretty good deals on some Nintendo 64 import games. Just look at that. I don't care really about Tomogachi pets or whatever, but look at that. Pixelated graphics, just awesome. They're goofy looking. My gut's hanging out of my shirt. I apologize. I need to lose some weight. Talk about that in a minute. Furai no Shiren 2, I think. I'm probably missing some stuff. Yeah, there's a lot here. I can't read it. But another Japanese RPG on Nintendo 64. Man, that's smart. I'm not fluent in Japanese. Let's play an RPG. Not a good idea. But it was inexpensive, and just look at how cute. I need it in my life. And there's some stuff going on in the back, but you know, I can't read it. Ooh. Help me read it. This will help me learn. Still want to go to Japan early next year, hopefully, we'll see. Save the best game pickup for last. Fellow Retroware member Pete Skerrit, he writes an article called Consolation, you should peep it out, was super nice enough to give me this game at a very, very more than fair price. I feel like I have to tell a story real quick. I bought this game when I was working at a used game store back in the day. I did not buy it from them, I bought it from Best Buy. This was brand new game, $3. I was like, this game must not be good. Why is it so cheap? So I called my buddy and I said, hey, how much is that game going for there? And he's like, 18 bucks trade. I'm like, yep, snagged that up. Played it, beat it, sold it back, made 15 bucks. I thought I was so smart. And then I was kind of like, that game was kind of cool. And then I had never seen the game again. In recent years, I've decided I should probably start looking for that again. Maybe do a review on that or something. Well, I looked online and now it's up to like over 100 bucks online regularly. So Pete Skerrit had brought this game and I was like, oh my gosh, are you selling that game? He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sell it to someone who really interested. I was like, do what you're gonna do, but if nobody buys it from you, I am interested in that game. So he just held it for me the whole time, and at the end, he totally hooked me up with a really great deal on this. I could never find it for such a good price. So thank you, Pete. The game is Tail Concerto on PS1. Have you heard of it? Probably not, but if you have, you know, this game is going for a lot of money. Over 100 bucks nowadays. I got this for considerably less than that. Thank you again, Pete. I probably wouldn't have bought it for 100 bucks, but man, it is a cool game. I want to do a review of it someday. Peep it out. It's awesome. I'd like to review it. Don't snag that. I call dibs. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'd really like to do that someday because it's a really cool game. Man, it's cool. Why am I looking at the disc? It just force a habit. Oh, it's awesome. So thank you, Pete. Thank you to everyone that was so awesome to me. I also got a shirt from Gaming Historian. I should have wore that. I'm gonna wear it next time. This is what I wore on my Halloween video. Peep it out. Brandon, my coworker Brandon, is in that video as well. That's like, it's not his debut. He's been on there before, but maybe look forward to seeing more of him. Video talking about maybe doing next year kind of thing. I guess the reason I'm doing all this early is, the reason I'm doing all this early is because tomorrow I got to go under the knife. I'm doing the hernia surgery and I know I'm going to be down and out for a little while. So it's going to be a week or two recovery. The first time I did it was laparoscopic. It was a little easier recovery. This one's going to be open, so it's going to be a harder recovery. So it could take up to 2 weeks. I'm going to just be laying out on the couch and hopefully I could get the energy to play video games and stuff a little bit, and I would really like to work on the podcast while I'm down, but that's why I'm doing all this now, because I'm not gonna have a chance to do it at the end of the month. So wish me luck. That's tomorrow. Everything went fine the first time. There's no reason I shouldn't go fine the second time, but anyway, just letting you know, it'll be a little while before I can start doing stuff for next month, so it could cause delays and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope to use this time hopefully wisely, not just to play video games, but also so I can do some podcasts, because I got 3 in the can that need editing. Yeah, so anyway, see you next month. Have a happy Halloween. I'm not wearing anything because I won't be doing anything for Halloween, but recovering. That's kind of scary. Anyway, have a great Halloween. See you next month. Pew.